Okay, this will be my apology for the horrible Mega Man X Let's Play I did around 3 years ago. And also, goddamn start screen. Wow, this is off to a great start already. And also an apology to James doing Jamesy things.
Yeah!
No. So,
in-game Derek's playing,
Yep.
and I'm watching.
and we're already off to a great start. This is magic. Okay, fuck you, die. Yes, a great start. So, what do you think, seeing it from the outside in? And
Looks like you're going a little bit faster than me.
a little bit, yes.
I also noticed you've only gotten hit once.
I know. I should probably get hit more, but that'll have to wait till later.
Why would you want to get hit?
Because you'll see when I get to the boss, there's something I'll be able to explain. The first B-boss is pretty simple. You just jump and shoot and jump and
Jump and shoot!
Pretty simple Mega Man tactics. Hey, bad.
Oh man, you fell down, I guess.
I know, I fell down.
You're good.
Oh wait, I can go behind the B. What the fuck am I doing? Oh god, I got health. Actually, this works out to my advantage. But yes, there is a special trick you can do with the Bs. It's called doing this and going behind them and being like, ah, kamikaze. Lets you get up, shoot, oh god, and keep you up on the wall. It's pretty
Oh,
nice.
so I'm guessing that's for speed run.
Runs. Yeah, this is kind of like a half speed run, half informative is what I'm trying to go for here.
Gotcha. What was, when you did...
Oh god, oh fuck.
When you did a Let's Play of this 3 years ago, what was the intent of that? Or was it just
There
like...
wasn't an intent, it was basically just back when I did really terrible Let's Plays going shoopity-whoopity bullshit stuff.
Yeah. I did watch some of your I Want to Be the Guy.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Your commentary at the beginning was super great.
Yes, and by great you mean the worst, right?
Just about. I wouldn't say the worst, but it was not good.
It was not
It
good.
was a
at
thing that
all.
was not good. Did it just blow up on its own?
It did just blow up on its own. It does that.
You got some screen
I
time.
got a little too little health. If a car lands on my face, I'll be sad.
Oh, I get it. You want to have less health because the boss is
Vile.
going to kill you anyway.
Yes. Oh, that gives me some insurance, though.
Gotcha.
So while I'm trying to speed it up, I also am trying not to die and look completely retarded. But yes, this should be pretty simple. Blah. As long as it doesn't
You're
hurt.
still alive.
If I,
You actually
you
recovered
can
twice.
actually die. Here's the thing: like if you run into him, you'll just die outright.
The hell is that?
I know. Most people don't expect you to run into the guy who's punching you, though. Hey, look, Zero showed up. It's my best bud Zero. Until you know, you die like 6 different times. Seriously.
Is that like once a game?
It's not once a game, but it's a running trend for the series. Oh, hey, I'm not powerful enough. Well, you can get powerful enough. Yay! Motivation!
So, what you're saying is that this game's about getting stronger?
Yes.
Huh. How do you do that?
You get all the power-ups and go shoopity-whoopity.
How do you do that?
You gotta go beat the bosses and steal their powers and find the hearts. The hearts will give you life. You can get sub-tanks. It's all pretty sweet. There's also... Unique to this game, there are armor parts, because the original series, there was just regular Mega Man. The interesting thing about the X series is you get armor upgrades, and all of them are pretty sweet, except for the helmet. The helmet's usually kind of lame.
And you know what they do? They make you look more like X.
Yes.
I got it figured out.
Clearly.
That's why it's called Mega Man X. That's why it's called Mega Man X. It's not the 10th Mega Man game.
Well, yes, that is true.
'Cause
X is an entirely different Mega Man.
Wasn't the last Mega Man that they did 7 before they came back with the 2 downloadable ones recently?
No, there was 8 as well, although I forget exactly which one that was when it was released.
Oh, that's true. They did go back and do 8. Because 9 and 10 are the downloadable ones.
Yeah.
I had 9 and 10 for a while. Then I deleted them, so you don't...
Yeah, I know. I saw you play them. It was awful. It was a thing to see.
It was me playing.
Although,
I can't
to
let
be
down your
fair,
expectations.
I did play them, and they are really difficult for even regular Mega Man games.
Well, they figured that was what their target audience was, I guess.
Yeah. Bro, I hate this jump.
Remember when I was bad at this and you made fun of me?
Yeah, but I also didn't sit there for like 5 minutes and go,
5 minutes.
Okay, maybe a little over-exaggeration, but it did take a while. And now I get the dash, which means I can show off the dash and how much faster you can go in this game.
Megaman, there's power-ups in here. I'm dead.
I know, right?
I do like that. I like that music there.
If you hold down the start button, you can basically skip all the dialogue, which is nice if you just really don't care because, you know, Mega Man, plot, story, whoop-de-doo.
Or if you're doing speedy.
Yes. Kind of like I am attempting to do. Oh, fuck.
So you got you're doing of R, right?
Yep. Ow.
So you get your health filled between stages, yeah?
Yeah.
That's cute. Nicely done.
Mm-hmm. I know.
It's almost like you've played through this, I don't know, 10, 100 times.
It's almost like I did a race on this in some forum somewhere that we will not speak of because, you know, this definitely isn't going up there anyway because it's Mega Man games. You don't put Mega Man games on something awful.
So many people did it?
Yes. It's basically a game that's really short and everyone plays and a lot of people are bad at it, so everyone's just like, no, stop.
I can get that. I mean,
yeah, this is Chill Penguin. You've seen him before. He's kind of a pushover. Although I did get hit. I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can shoot him from up there too and just be like, bitch, please.
Yeah.
He has the standard dash. You can jump over him if you dash jump.
I wish you would have told me that. That would have been
But you were bad at dashing to begin with. It's somewhat complicated. It's not horribly complicated, but you have to dash and jump at the same time. In the later games, you can just hold down the dash button and jump, but you have to press both at the same time for this one.
Oh, that's jerky. Ah, almost got you there.
I'm too fast.
That jump is the fucking worst. It
is the worst.
Like,
but now he's dead.
That's the only reason I think I lost when I was playing the second time, was that I got hit by that jump at the beginning.
And then you got frozen. You're just like, wah! And then you got frozen again.
Yeah, but frozen tackle slide doesn't do as much.
No, the tackle slide takes off like half your health.
Oh.
The jump only takes off around a third.
Either way, he's easy, but if you do mess up, it's considerable.
Yeah.
Which I'm guessing most of the bosses are like that.
Yeah, that's pretty standard for Mega Man. We actually made progress. I think I'm gonna do Storm Eagle stage first, just because his weapon's pretty useful for anything in the game. It's like one of the 2 most powerful weapons in general. So it has a very big hitbox and it's very powerful, and it can generally hit enemies twice if they're big. 2 or 3 times even. This is Storm Eagle stage. It's basically an Air Force kind of area, pretty nice aesthetic.
Nice.
For this, I'm probably going to do 100% run, I think. I don't know if I'll get the Hadoken or not yet. But the first heart you can get on this stage is right over here.
Is there not hearts in the stages before?
No, there's hearts in every stage. The problem with Chill Penguin stages, you need Flame Mammoth's weapon to get the heart there.
So you gotta go back and do it.
Yeah, a lot of things require certain weapons or certain conditions to be met.
I knew that, but I just figured that came from knowing the best order more than having to go back.
No, like, the interesting thing about Mega Man X is that depending on what stage you do and what order, the actual stages themselves will change. You'll see this pretty soon when I go to Flame Mammoth stage.
Okay.
Because with Flame Mammoth stage, the idea is it's generally on fire all the time. It's terrible.
Yeah.
But there is a change that occurs that you'll see.
I watched the world record speedrun of Mega Man X.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh fuck. I hate that jump. It is the worst jump because it's basically blind jumping and hoping you land on something.
What were you trying to land on? Or was it off to the
right? It was
still?
off to the right still.
Gotcha. But yeah, I watched the speedrun of this, so like I know the basic level design for all of them. Doesn't help me be good at this, obviously.
Yeah.
That was interesting because definitely some of the tips I was gonna say but you were talking about are stuff that I saw in that, and it's always interesting to see some of those shortcuts and what have you.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this slow because this really kind of gets me. It's the one thing I do not like about the stage.
This platforming here?
Yes. Because if you're going to try to speedrun it, you basically have to blind jump and hope you land on it, more or less.
Well, blind jump being that you know the timing.
No, like, the timing is still a little iffy. And, like, if you do it right, these won't even appear here, so this is actually pretty slow, unfortunately.
The platforms won't be there?
No, the enemies will not be on the platforms if you do it right. Like, it'll glitch and they just won't show up.
Gotcha, the game can't
Like, I did
fast
show you
enough.
that briefly before I died. There were no enemies on the platforms I
That's
jumped
true,
past.
I did, now that I think about it.
Fortunately, that one did not respawn, because they will respawn if they get too far away, just like any other enemy.
The enemies respawn.
Yep.
I definitely didn't have that problem.
Also, this, normally you need the flame for, but if you just keep shooting the hell out of it, it'll get out of your way well enough, and we got ourselves another power-up.
Which was this one?
This one is the helmet. The helmet upgrade lets you do a headbutt and break blocks that kind of look like this. It's mostly a useless upgrade except for item finding, so you can't actually use it offensively or in any such way.
That's a shame, because you could totally like Mario stuff with that.
You mean reverse Mario? Ooh, I should probably get that life. I'm gonna take a little time just because I want some insurance in case I really royally fuck up. Because again, this isn't quite a speedrun. It has speedrun elements in it, but otherwise...
Well, it's like a speedrun light tutorial.
Yeah.
It's not that you're doing the speedrun. And
Movies.
hopefully this will open up a discussion in the comments or whatever. People can share additional tips that we don't think of
Yeah.
or whatever. Oh my god, you're in a ship!
I know. I just kind of bypassed the original area to get the health because it's a lot
grr.
better.
What did
Yeah.
you do? Are you
We
wrecking
blew
his
up.
ship?
Yep, I am wrecking Storm Eagle's ship. He is displeased. He is also an
looks it.
asshole. And also trying to do this without the dash boots. It's possible, but it's extremely difficult. Like,
Yeah.
I would not recommend it.
How would you have to like constantly
You'd have to
jump?
constantly run and jump and hope to God you don't get completely screwed over. Like, see, you basically have to hope that you can not get to the edge. You have to stay in the middle the whole time otherwise. I'm surprised he hasn't started... Oh, he's starting to dive. Like a little asshole. Or he got out of it already. That's kind of impressive. But yeah, Storm Eagle's attacks are pretty basic as well.
They're pretty weak though.
No, his dive hurts like
no,
a
not the
bitch.
dive. But I'm saying his distance attack.
Yeah, but his dive generally goes in opposite crisscrossing directions.
Yeah,
Sometimes it changes.
It's an X formation.
Not necessarily, though. Sometimes it
Oh.
goes in the same direction. It might be based on where you're facing, but I never really
I think
tried
it's
to
if
test
you're on the
that
left side of the
much.
stage, it does it one way.
But yeah, the nice thing is the Storm Tornado only pushes you off, while Lethal without the dash boots, when you have the dash boots, is completely harmless.
That's what I was wondering, because I was like, yeah, we're getting damage from that.
But yeah. Still, he's one of the easier bosses. Like,
With the dash, he looks a
boots,
lot
he is-
easier than Penguin.
No, he's harder than Penguin still, because generally people get to Storm Eagle and they aren't anticipating his dashes or anything. Like, his dash really does hurt.
Yeah, but I think, like, I might get hit by it once, just because I'm a person who constantly moves anyway. So I'd be like, left, right, left, right. I mean, I say this, I'm not going to pretend that I'm going to talk a big game or anything.
But yeah, now we're gonna go to Flameo stage and get to show off some of the stage changes. Well, not really show off, but you can tell the aftermath.
Okay, so the two bosses that we just fought, can you think of any shortcuts that help to defeat them faster?
Not in particular. Like, there's obviously their weaknesses, but it depends on what order you go. Also, as far as sub-weapons, this is Chill Penguins, it's Ice Shotgun, pretty useful. It's not that strong, but the spread effect's pretty nice. It can freeze some enemies. And then there's Storm Tornado, which is really goddamn powerful, and I'll probably be using extensively to do shit
Does it
like
push
this.
them back too?
I don't think it pushes them back. It just goes clear through them like a fucking electric saw or something. Also, you see all this on the ground? This is normally lava. The reason it's all ice right now is because we beat Chill Penguin first.
Huh.
Otherwise, there'd be lava everywhere and things would be terrible.
You'd think that it would be ice while he was alive, and then lava when he's dead. I mean, from a universe perspective.
Maybe, but from a stage design perspective, it makes a lot of sense. Okay, this is a very hard secret to get because it's very easy to fuck that up and not be able to get up here. This is the arm cannon part. It lets you charge up your special weapons, and it also gives you a very powerful normal buster. It's a little fruity, though, I think. It's kind of weird looking.
Huh.
Oh no, James, you're gonna miss the fruity blast.
I'm sure you'll fruity blast the whole time here.
But yeah, pink fucking bubblegum.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Another nice thing about not having the lava here is it makes getting a hard coming up very easy because you can just dash down here. Otherwise, you kind of have to basically force yourself to lose health. Because that's lava normally.
How much does lava do?
It does a decent amount. Like, you have to, like, dash in and get out, and you might need a certain amount of heart tanks. Let's see. Can I get from this angle? Maybe, yeah. Because there's an energy tank coming up on the left side. The thing with energy tanks is if you're at full health, it lets you store all the energy pellets you get, and you can use the energy tanks to refill your health if you're running out. Oh god. Come on.
You're getting your axe kicked.
Go kill yourself.
I already did that because I played this game.
I know, you did. Ooh, an extra life. But yes, this is the energy tank. You need the helmet part to do it. The helmet part also lets you kick on these blocks and does the same effects.
Huh.
But without the helmet, this would be impossible to get.
Yeah, you'd just be humping the wall.
Pretty much. Also, the nice thing about Storm Tornado is it has a delay, so you can basically dash ahead like that and get enemies in front of you from off screen. I do have one small concern is how loud the button presses will be because, yeah.
They'll be audible. For sure. I'm trying to think, what did we just do?
Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion, you could hear it sometimes. It's a minor concern compared to, like, earlier our issues were, like, the game volume being too loud with coins and shit.
Do you have any way to soften it, though?
No. I can only reduce the overall volume.
I see. But yes. This is Flame Mammoth, and he is weak to Storm Tornado, which is another reason why I went here, and it lets me show off the charged version of it, which is pretty goddamn impressive.
Is this the way that you can, like, rip off his trunk or whatever?
Yeah, but you need the cutter to grip off his trunk, and I'll be showing that off when I refight him, because, you know, Megaman refights. But if you cut off his trunk, he can't shoot fire anymore, which is pretty nice. Also, if you're actually on the floor, you'll get stunned and can't move for a little bit.
Oh, for when he jumps down?
Yeah. Also, we can light the oil on fire that he spits out. But with Storm Tornado, he's a cinch.
Is it like ×2 with that?
Well, that's more than ×2. It also can hit him twice because of how big it is and how big he is.
The hitbox. So, I mean, we've been talking about speedrun, but you've also said you're going to be doing some 100%ing or something close to that. What does a playtime look like if you're going for 100% or something close?
It should be an hour or less, even playing relatively casually. Like, I don't think it'll go over an hour, I don't believe. I think I'll go with Sting Chameleon next, because I could go here and get Sting Chameleon's weakness, but fighting him with the Buster is kind of a pain.
So what should you fight him with?
With Boomerquanger, it's Homing Torpedo, which you get from the Octopus. But basically I'm trying to go in an order that gets me get the power-ups relatively easily while not having too much risk, because optimally, I'd go to Boomerquanger stage, but it's entirely possible I would die to him at least once, if not twice, so go on the safer route. Up here's a mini-boss, which is the only mini-boss I believe that holds a power-up. Yeah, because we got the other three already. He's kind of a pain in the ass because he guards his fronts, like, only his head is weak, and it's really annoying. He's big and slow, but he has that arm, which is a bit of a pain because it kind of boomerangs back.
If he jumps, not like jumps on you, but does he have like a ground click anything?
Nope, but he can pull himself to the wall, which he has not demonstrated yet, oddly enough. Tornado and Fire Breath work pretty well on him, but basically depends on how safe you want to play it. Like I've
Well, and also if he's jumping around a lot, then this definitely seems like the better weapon versus the fire. And you're also hitting him 3 times with that.
Yeah, but the fire hits him continuously though, and if you get him from behind, it works pretty well.
Space, though, right?
No, his back is also weak, but he doesn't show it for very long. Oh god.
Into the wall you go.
I'm really surprised he's not pulled himself to the wall, because he can do that. Oh god, he just did.
See? That's what happens. That's why you don't mention it.
Yeah, I'm switching back to fire. This is taking... Ah, fuck. Would you die? Die, por favor. Oh god, I ran out of fire. Yeah, this is definitely not my best attempt, and I might die, and I'll be very sad if I die.
I'll be sad if you die, because then we'll have to do it again.
I know, it's very lengthy and tedious, and there, he's dead. Thank
I know,
God.
fucking Lee.
Yeah, fuck, I'm gonna use the sub-tank now, just so I don't have to worry about it later. We'll get plenty of energy for the sub-tanks later. This is body armor, it reduces all damage by 50%, and makes the game a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's just, you have to go through
That's
that
a nice
hassle.
reward for a sub-boss.
Yeah, but he's a very annoying sub-boss.
Yeah, I mean, for a sub-boss, like, he seemed as difficult as a full boss.
Also, because of him, he actually has a ground stomp, sort of, and that there will be rocks falling from here if you don't kill him. Like, I mean, like small rocks, not these big boulder guys, which are also pretty avoidable if you just dash jump over them.
You can see where they're going to be.
Ah, fuck, whatever. Yeah, it's not too complicated. But the cutter, I could have gone that and still moved because it's pretty... Like, you cutter and then the cutter will come back to you as you're dashing away.
So, why are these suits lying around?
That's not really explained because, you know, Megaman plot. Also, these guys use the suits, and you can steal their suits if you kill them while they're out of it. Wow. This is really just being very... What the... Whatever. Much easier. But yeah, if you're not in the suit, you also sink as well, and it gets kind of annoying to kill all this. Also, the suit makes you temporarily invincible, like the suit can...
The suit takes the damage.
The suit takes the damage, although it doesn't show how much damage it takes.
No. It just, what, starts smoking?
Yeah. It starts smoking and then explodes, and then everything's horrible. Yep. Gonna Buster Duel Steam Chameleon because, like, he's overall easier, and also you have the armor when you fight him instead of Boomer Quanger. So it's...
I like that that the only place they have those like awkward transitions is before the bosses.
Yeah. It's classic Mega Man, pretty much.
Yeah, no, I've seen that Mega Man has the side-scrolling of it, but I think it sets the tone nicely.
But yeah. Steam Chameleon's pretty simple, it's mostly just timings for when he goes invisible and stuff.
Yeah, well, and being able to hit him before he does that.
Yeah. Also, his tongue lashing, though, is pretty annoying. Like, it does a lot of damage, especially if you didn't get the armor because you didn't know where it was.
Yeah, that is decently out of the way.
But yeah, this is more or less a waiting game. When you actually get the cutter, this will take like 5 seconds to do. It's hilarious how weak he is to cutter. Like, he literally goes to the ground, jumps back up, goes to the ground, jumps back up.
Maybe you cut his tongue off? Maybe that's what's happening? Because he needs his tongue, I mean, look at that.
Yeah, his tongue is really annoying. Seriously, screw off. Yeah, I have done much better. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure this should be manageable enough.
Yeah, you're about even.
Fuck your tongue, seriously.
I'd rather you didn't. That's just not something I want to film.
Ah.
It's gonna be fucking close.
Yes, it is, and I do not like that. Stop coming to the ground, you asswipe. Fuck. I'm getting very antsy about this. Like, I generally play fairly better than this against him, but... Like, even that race I did about a year ago was much better than this.
Was that filmed?
Yeah, it was filmed.
Bada bing.
But yeah, he is way easier when you have his weakness. Like, I wouldn't recommend Buster Dueling him, but it's generally faster this way, or at least less risky. Because Boomer Quanger's just another thing entirely. Because you also don't have the armor.